Guys, there's a buzz going on right now, and I'm wanting to talk. I want you guys to know it's right at 60 degrees in this barn. I had to shut down the propane heaters, this fan heater that I got that sits on my desk to do this video. But I want you to understand something. I've been alive long enough to understand what has happened in this country. I've been alive long enough. I've been alive long enough. Oh man, I'm talking to myself. I don't know who's watching me. I'm talking to myself. But within my lifetime, 1970, they came out with this 14th Amendment. 1970, folks. By 1970, I was that was around the time I kicked my dad's ass. In 1970, the 14th Amendment converted. Let me say that again. In 1970, the 14th Amendment converted sovereign citizens into federal citizens. They made you a corporation. Sorry, I've been telling you for at least 20 years. You are a corporation. I know you don't believe me, but it's right here in the 14th Amendment for those of you who still claim I'm ignorant. By their agreement to a contract to accept benefits from the federal government, they sign over their sovereign rights and become corporations, federal citizens. Those of you who carry federal driver's licenses, you're a corporation. Don't believe me? I don't care whether you believe me. I've been telling you this since it happened, almost. 1970. I was 7 years old. No, I'm wrong. I was, yeah, 1970, I was 7 years old. That's a fact. By then, my brain had already started clicking. I wanted to ride motorcycles, dirt bikes, climb hills, go through mountains, ranges, deserts. I wanted to do all that at that age, I assure you. But why? Why in 1970 did they convert us all over? They didn't convert me because I have never gotten any handout or what do they call it? Benefits from the federal government. I haven't gotten any of those, anything from the federal government in my 60 some years. I haven't. Now, I paid into workman's comp when I was working at a place, and if something happened and I could draw workman's comp, that wasn't a government handout. I've never been given food stamps, housing, or any kind of cash from the federal government ever in my life, folks. I don't care whether you believe that or not. I filed for them, and as my being a white man, I was refused because of my white privilege. That's a fact. Me and my first wife, white, both of us, we were denied any help, even though we needed it. No food stamps, no welfare, no nothing. But we were young and dumb. We didn't get it. Folks, I don't know what to tell you. I used to say I was a sovereign citizen before Obama got in office. That's right. I used to claim it. Some of you people think that driving is a privilege. You're wrong. Unless you're a corporation. I ain't going into all this. You're going to have to figure it out. I already did. I know. I carried all these permits and licenses. I dealt with this stuff. None of it's real. Unless you're in commerce, doing business. A sovereign citizen who is now claimed to be a terrorist is exactly what the Constitution was talking about. We are sovereign citizens. Since what you guys all claim your government is and this country is and everything, well, we started off as sovereign citizens, backed by the Constitution of the United States, the Bill of Rights, and the Federalist Papers. All those things backed us at one time. Today, none of them back our sovereignty. If we claim to be sovereign, oh, the law doesn't mean nothing. We don't go by the law. Yeah, that's the biggest lie on a sovereign citizen that there is. You guys don't even understand how big a lie that is. The fact that somebody's claiming they're sovereign is they're backing the Constitution. They're backing the Bill of Rights. They're backing the Federalist Papers. Your democracy does not back none of that. And now, when Obama was in office, he claimed a sovereign citizen is a terrorist, and you took all that away from us as well. This is why I talk about people who take oaths. I can show you layers and layers of people who have taken oaths, who took every one of my rights, my sovereignty. They have taken it all away from me in my 60 years. I could show you and prove it. and use these documents to do so. But you people back a democracy, a demonocracy. Democracy is nothing more than majority rules at that time. So let's all talk about your evil democracy. What happened to it in the last election? What happened? You guys were erased. That's your democracy being used against you. And God was a part of it. Now, maybe you guys on the Democrat side might start thinking about how in error you were and all the lies, all the thieving, all the nastiness, and all the garbage you guys have been involved in. And think maybe God erased you. Not even the American people did it. God erased you. Democrats. Don't believe me? Watch and see.